Now, if you've been with us, you've seen the bus.
The whim of a madman. I like that.
What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great day. We have some news, or at least speculation right now, of what the Cowboys' plan is on the offensive line. It seems that the Cowboys, with all the holes that they have currently on their roster, are thinking that they're going to have to make do with some of the players that we have existing, that we can't just go through and replace everybody, which is probably about right. There's too many holes to fill. And one of the biggest problems we had, of course, was the offensive line. Our offensive line was not great last year. Part of the reason was because we had young guys. And the Cowboys, we've heard them recently talking about Terrence Steele, and the thought is that Terrence Steele, I've admitted to you guys, is an enigma. He is one of the better run-blocking offensive linemen, but he's not very good at pass blocking. And when your offense was rather pass-heavy, and let's be clear here, with Dak, we're throwing 65% of the time. You're literally putting him on an island where he's going against elite talent, and they know exactly what's coming, and they're rushing. The thought, and I've kind of put it out there a couple times myself, is if you are balanced, and if you use more things like 12 personnel, you will be better suited to get the most out of him because the defenders won't be teeing off every time because they know you're going to pass. Running the football is not only the quarterback's best friend, it's actually an offensive lineman's best friend too. And so the Cowboys' thoughts are, and this is one of those things that drive me crazy, is a lot of times the Cowboys will take a guy and they'll be really, really good at one thing, and they say, well, that's great that you're good at that, but we're going to put you at doing something different. So there you go with that. We took Lyle Collins, who was playing great at guard, and we decided to go ahead and make him a tackle. And I don't think he was ever as good a tackle as he was a guard. So when we started two rookies, we took both of them and put them in positions that they weren't used to. Tyler Guyton was a right tackle. They flipped him over, and he became a left tackle. So you got a guy coming out of college who is now learning the speed of the NFL and having to do everything backwards. And if you're right-handed, try and write right now left-handed, see how well that works. Or as Mike McCarthy says, if you wipe your ass with your right hand, try wiping it with your left hand and see how that goes. But I think the writing with your left and right is an okay test. Apparently, they're going to keep him over on the left side because they feel good about Terrence Steele being the right tackle, and it doesn't look like they're going to have any competition for Terrence Steele on the right side. What they are looking at doing is taking Cooper Beebe, who actually played well at center, and making him the right guard, and taking Brock Hoffman, who originally, this is where everything is so crazy. It's so crazy how much change we did on the offensive line. It was thought that Brock Hoffman was going to be the starting center last year, but he got injured in training camp. Cooper Beebe stepped in and played incredible at center and did not relinquish the position. Brock Hoffman became a backup. That was until Zach Martin couldn't go anymore, and then Brock Hoffman came in playing guard and found out that he's a little bit on the nasty side as far as how he likes to play. And so then the Cowboys said, okay, maybe we're okay without Zach Martin. So your possible offensive lineup would be Tyler Guyton. They may end up bringing back Chimo Igoda. Maybe they fight it out for the starting left tackle position. You've got Tyler Smith, your stud, at left guard. You've got Brock Hoffman at center. And you got Cooper Beebe at right guard taking over for Zach Martin. They do resemble each other just a little bit. Just a little bit. And then Tyler Smith at tackle. And so we may be looking at not doing any upgrades early on the Cowboys offensive line. But here's what we seem to hear, at least so far, is the Cowboys are open to trying to keep the team together. The pieces that worked best last year in Osundigizua, Jordan Lewis, as well as Rico Dowdle. And the thought is that they've already started working on Osundigizua, and listening to Stephen Jones' press conference yesterday, it sounds like they're trying to do something this week. Yeah, that would be earth-shattering if they did. If they got Osundigizua's deal done this week, technically you can't make it official until the league year starts, but you got a deal in principle and you know exactly where your money's going to go and how it's going to be allocated. If they then were to turn their sights to Micah Parsons and were able to do due diligence and get that done by the league year opening on the 12th, then all of a sudden you got a whole bunch of money that you can work with and play with in free agency. Where they're going to go in the draft, I have to say it's funny to me because a lot of the things that I say, I know I'm not Brian Broaddus or Jeff Kavanaugh or anybody that's John Machota or anything that works for the Cowboys, but it's funny that some of the things that we talked about, they're beginning to say. The Terrence Steele thing, I've been saying for several weeks that I think he'll be a better right tackle if we're more balanced. I've said that for a while, and yesterday I hear Brian Broaddus saying that. I've also said I think if you're going to try and get Genty, who is not working out, that the Cowboys may want to look at this as an opportunity, since you have been able to get good picks moving back. I can say Travis Frederick, I can say Micah Parsons, or two that come to mind recently where they moved back, got an extra pick, and got another player that most teams I don't think necessarily are looking to spend that first-round pick on a running back. If you can move back and pick up another pick and get Genty, or move back and get two starters, I'm okay with that. And that's another thing that I'm beginning to hear people talking about as well. So we'll see what the Cowboys do in general and how it goes. But looks like we're going to have the same players as far as the offensive line. We're just going to reshuffle the deck. All righty, good people. Hopefully my system is working a little bit better and I can get this thing uploaded. Peace out.
I can't stand it anymore. I've got to get out of here. I've got to get out of here. Calm down. Get a hold of yourself.
Stewardess, please let me handle this.
I've got to get
Calm down. Now get back to your seat. I'll take care of this. Calm down. Calm down. Get a hold of yourself.
Doctor, you're wanted on the phone. Everything's gonna be all right. Please.
Sister, please, I'll handle this.
Yourself.